Hey everyone, so today we will be making yet another rose bouquet. Yes, another one. And these are actually pens in disguise. So if you're interested, please keep watching.
So the materials we're going to need are some ribbon. I have here a blue and a pink, a hot glue gun, some floral tape, and also lots of random pens. I'm sure all of you guys have this at home. So this one is a store-bought pen, this is like a hotel pen, and then I also have some promotional pens from my discount textbook store. So we're going to make them look pretty that you can display them on your desk and turn them into a beautiful rose bouquet. So now let's put all of this aside and we're going to start off with the roses. I have two color ribbons. Because I have blue pen and black pen, I'm going to use the blue ribbon for the blue pen and pink ribbon for the black pen. To start off, you're going to place your ribbon one end on the table. Take this other end and leave about I would say 5 centimeter tail here. Grab this part and twist it. Twist it once, and then twist it twice. After you've twisted twice, you're going to hold on to that, and this is going to be the center of your flower. Actually, let me put it over on this side because I'm right-handed. So now you're going to give it a half twist to the side, and then turn. When you've created a circle like this, you're going to twist it outwards so the flower goes like this, spirally, and you're going to twist the ribbon outwards, and then twist one more time, and then outwards, twist, and then bend your ribbon outwards, and then twist, one more time, and then twist. When you get to this stage, you want to add a dab of hot glue here. With hot glue, just right here. You don't want it to show on the outside, so you just want a tiny little piece just at the base of the petals. And then you're going to hold that in place for a couple of seconds. And then you can continue to roll. You're going to roll the ribbon around the centerpiece while folding the ribbon outwards like that. So every time you make a couple of bends, you can go ahead and put a dab of hot glue to secure that in place. That 1 second, 2 seconds, and then fold, fold, fold. Continue to do this. Now the reason why I didn't cut an exact length of the ribbon is because you can, make the flower loose or tight, make it big or small, however you want it. So there's no exact length to the ribbon, but I would experiment and see which type of flower or which type of rose that you like the most, whether you like the bigger ones or the smaller ones. Ones with bigger petals, you just have to turn them less frequently, and ones with smaller petals, you just have to turn these ribbons more frequently. So it's all up to you. You can decide whatever you want. Add a bit more hot glue, the base, hold for a bit, then just keep turning them. They don't have to be perfect because when they come out, they will all look amazing. And then keep going. Hot glue. Be careful not to burn your fingers. I have a low temperature hot glue gun, so it's not that bad. But if you have one of the high temperature ones, make sure you don't touch the part where you place the hot glue, otherwise it's gonna burn because the ribbon is fairly thin. Okay, get to the end, you want to put glue more frequently, because I find that because it's getting to the end and the base is getting wider and wider, it's getting harder to hold it into place without putting hot glue. And one more tip, if you want the rose petals to look kind of small, you want to fold just a little tiny bit larger than the previous petal. But if you want the flower to look larger, you can fold over here so you have a much larger petal. And it's also a way for you to round off your flower. Sometimes your flowers might look like a hexagon or octagon or whichever geometric shape. So that way you can make it look more round. I'm just gonna do one more roll. Actually, let me add a little bit more hot glue. Mix it in. And last roll. So I think it looks very pretty like this. I'm going to snip off the end right here with a pair of scissors and cut a little bit extra, so you've got you know, some ribbon to hide underneath all the petals. You can add a dab of hot glue and then push this so it kind of conceals underneath. And then this flap here, it's kind of showing. So you want to add a little bit more hot glue here, and then fold this backwards so you cannot see it when you're looking at it from the top. And then this little bit of excess, we can just snip it off. Okay, like that. And we're done. So I have a couple more here to show you. This one here is obviously smaller than the other one I've made, and this one, although these two are the same size, this one has more tighter petals, and this one the petals are much more loose. It really depends on what kind of look you want. If you want a bigger flower, then you can make it to the one that I just made. If you want a smaller flower, you can decide between these two whether you want loose petals or tighter petals. So I'll do the flower one more time in a different color ribbon. This time I'm going to fast forward it while I'm editing, so you guys can see the entire process over. So you're going to leave like a 5 centimeter tail, and then twist it once, twist it twice. And this is going to be the center of your flower. Then you're going to fold it approximately 90 degrees, like that. And then you want to roll the center up. When you get to the end of this, you want to roll another one, fold backwards one more time. And then, actually let me add a dab of hot glue. Here. And then hold it for a couple seconds. And then just keep rolling. So, taking a pen, you're going to test out what color it is. For this one, it's a black pen, so I'm going to be using a pink flower. Now, taking your floral tape, you just make a clean edge. And get a clean edge, and you're going to start at, which way is this? And you're going to start off from the tip of the pen and work your way up, because this way it's easier to conceal the floral tape because you're gonna have your rose on this end. If you go from the top to the bottom, then you're gonna have like a unfinished end somewhere, and that doesn't look nice. So holding the other piece, you're going to twist and turn, and then slowly move your tape from the horizontal way and slightly move it to an angle, so you can begin twisting downwards. Make sure you cover the last piece of floral tape that you rolled on, so you don't see any white spaces and things like that. So you're just going to keep going until you reach approximately halfway. And then you're going to take your flower and kind of measure, approximately, perfect, see? So you're going to, from this point on, you can roll your flower together onto the pen. Then you don't have to glue it down or anything. Okay, so holding the rose in place, you're going to roll the floral tape around the ribbon on the base of the rose. Just going to keep rolling. Almost done. When you reach the top, you want to move the tape from the angled way to a horizontal. So you're going to stretch the bottom a little bit. These tape are really stretchy, so it's going to stretch to the horizontal no problem without leaving any mark. And you're going to go around the top just once or twice, like that. And then you're going to snip off a clean edge, like that, and then apply a dab of hot glue, just like that. Then you're going to fold this over, and then spread out that hot glue. And then just really careful. It doesn't burn, it's just a little bit hot. I'm gonna press down and you are done. So I'm gonna continue to make these until I can get, at least a dozen, so I can put them in like a jar or a vase.
After I finished making all my rose pens, I realized that the vase I bought was a little bit too big. So when I put all my pens inside the clear vase, it just looks like this. And that doesn't look pretty. So obviously if I made more roses, if I had more pens, it would look nice. But for now, everything is going into a jar or a cup. And this way the flowers are tighter together. And then just rearranging them to make them look nicer, and you are done. There is your rose bouquet that you can display on top of your desk or in your office, and that's gonna look great and not look like a bunch of random pens.
So I moved all the roses onto one end of the jar just to give you an idea of what it would look like if I had a lot more roses. And so now they are staying in this panda jar until I go out and search for more pens.
Be sure to check out my last video where I made a faux leather horse charm from scratch. And if you did enjoy this video, please give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Bye!